If y is equal to x times x, it means y is equal to x squared. We say that x, one of the factors, is equal to the square root of y. The square root of y is equal to x. Notice that the square root of negative 25 is not a real number, since there's no real number x such that negative 25 is equal to x squared. Notice also that the square root of y squared, which is equal to the square root of y times the square root of y, is equal to y. Square root of y is called the radical and y is the radicand. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3, 9. The square root of 16 is 4. 4 times 4, 16. Square root of 100, 10. 10 times 10, 100. Those are called perfect squares. Square root of 36 is 6. 6 times 6, 36. Square root of 64 is 8. And square root of 144, 12 times 12, 144 is 12. Square root of 8 times square root of b is equal to square root of 8 times b. Square root of 3 times square root of 2, we can put them together, is square root of 3 times 2, which is square root of 6. And it's already simplified. Square root of 8 times square root of 2 is equal to square root of 8 times 2, which is square root of 16. And 16 is 4 times 4, therefore it's equal to 4. Multiplication is commutative. We can rearrange the factors. We will have 2 times 5 times square root of 3 times 2. 2 times 5 is 10, and square root of 3 times 2 is square root of 6. The answer is 10 square root of 6. 4 times 2 is 6. 3 times 12 is 36. 6 square root of 36. 6 and square root of 36 is 6. And 6 times 6 is 36. The answer is 36. Square root of 3 times square root of 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Square root of 9. And it's equal to 3. Similarly, square root of 493 times square root of 493 is equal to 493. Square root of 2 times 5 minus 3 square root of 2. We're going to use distribution. Square root of 2 times 5. 5 square root of 2. Square root of 2 times negative 3 square root of 2. Negative 3 square root of 2 times 2. We show all the work. 5 square root of 2 minus 3 square root of 4. Ultimately, we'll get 5 square root of 2 minus 3 times 2, which is 6. Square root of 3 times 2 square root of 7 becomes 2 square root of 3 times 7. Square root of 3 times negative 5 square root of 3 becomes negative 5 square root of 3 times 3. Therefore, we have 2 square root of 21, 3 times 7, minus 5 square root of 3 times 3, 9. Final answer is 2 square root of 21 minus 5 times 3, which is negative 15. Square root of a divided by square root of b is equal to square root of the whole thing, a over b. Square root of 12 over square root of 3, we put them together. It's equal to the square root of 12 over 3. And 12 over 3 is 4. So it's square root of 4. It's the square root of 4, which is 2. Square root of 2 divided by square root of 50. It's square root of 2 over 50, the whole thing. And 2 over 50, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So it's really the square root of 1 over 25. Square root of 1 is 1, and square root of 25 is 5. 1/5. Let's detach 5 over 10. And then square root of 18 divided by square root of 2 will be put together. Square root of 18 divided by 2. 5 over 10 we reduce by 5 is 1/2. And 18 over 2, we divide 18 by 2 is 9. Which is really 9 over 1. We get square root of 9, which is 3 times 1, 3, and 2 times 1, 2. 3/2. Square root of 5 times square root of 15 over 3. We'll keep square root of 5. Square root of 5 times. And 15 over 3 is 5 times square root of 5, which is square root of 25. 5 times 5, which is 5. Let's do the same thing for e. Square root of 3, we keep square root of 3. We put square root of 21 and square root of 7 together, knowing that 21 is 3 times 7. We cancel 7. Therefore, we're going to have square root of 3 times 21 divided by 7 will be 3. Square root of 9, which is 3. For f, we have square root of 5 divided by square root of 11 times square root of 55. We'll detach 1 over square root of 11 times square root of 5 divided by 55 together. And we keep 1 over square root of 11. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 55 divided by 5 is 11. Square root of 1 is 1. Therefore, we get 1 over square root of 11. And 1 over square root of 11 times 1 over square root of 11. 1 times 1 is 1. Square root of 11 times square root of 11 is square root of 121, which is 11.